Peppa Pig was too gangster. Just saying. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Corey. This is Crypto with Corey. If you're new here, please subscribe. Give this video a like if you learn anything. And we're going to jump right in. We're going to talk about the news today. What's going on with China and them not caring that things are banned. Altcoins, Cardano, the banking system. Let's get started. Now, I do need to start off by saying that I'm not a financial advisor, unfortunately. But I would like to say when you find a financial advisor, make sure that they have a good background in this. Not that they just say, oh, I can help you out with that. I'll figure it out because they do stocks or things like that. Make sure you get a good financial advisor. Just not me. Sorry, not yet. We'll see. One day maybe. All right, so first we're going to go ahead and take a look at the charts right now. We're sitting at 1.6 market cap, down 0.6%. It'll be so nice when it gets back to 2. But all right, so Bitcoin sitting at 35.9, down 6.9 on the 7-day. Ethereum down 3.3. Cardano up 11.5. Look at that, killing it. We're about to talk about them today. Doge down 8.6% over the 7-day. Yeah, that's that. Ooh, Internet Computer down 27%. Oof, that's not looking good. Chainlink up 13%. So, I mean, it's like half and half right now, green and red. It's looking a little more red. My portfolio is still not looking like it was, but it will be back. I'm not too worried about that. So let's jump right in. So real quick before anything, I just wanted to throw this in here that the court denied SEC access to Ripple's legal advice. So pretty much what happened here is the SEC was saying we need to see all the confidential information between Ripple and their attorneys in case the attorneys said this is a security and you shouldn't sell it. And the court, the judge, said no, that's privileged information. And pretty much that the SEC should have been the ones to tell them you can't sell this. So unless Ripple tries to use some of that information in their case, for instance, saying, our attorney told us it was not a security, that's why we did it. If they do that, then they will have to provide all of this information. But until then, the judge said no. Another win for Ripple. So I think they're going to do great. I need them to win this because this is setting the bar for all cryptos in regulation right now. We need them to win because the SEC is going to go after everyone after this. Just like, we'll toss this in there real quick, the SEC charges promoters of, BitConnect. They charged BitConnect with selling unregistered securities and for trying to get people to promote it on YouTube. And so, yeah, SEC is charging them right now. So as you can see, it's, we need XRP and Ripple to win this case. But let's jump right into China. So a lot of the FUD has been, that China banned everything. And then the price dropped on, I don't understand it in that sense, but because I'll show you some of the other things that have been banned in China. But here we go. Chinese traders use OTC desks to bypass regulatory hurdles. So over-the-counter activity has picked up since the Communist Party reiterated its ban on crypto services May 18th. So China reiterated that there's a crypto ban, and the Chinese people are saying, oh, well, we'll just buy it somewhere else. We'll just go around you. They don't want to get left out, and I'm not mad at them. So these trades are happening in 2 stages. The first involves matching orders on OTC desks, and then the second involves payment of yuan to the seller through a different platform or fintech company like Ant Group. So, yeah, they're still buying. So I'm not worried about that. But then on that note, I came across this, which I thought was funny. All the things China has banned in the past 100 years. So the letter N, for a little while, Winnie the Pooh, Bitcoin, of course, multiple phrases including personality, cult, and I oppose. Peppa Pig. After Peppa Pig was used in videos viewed as being associated with a gangster subculture in 2018, the lovable character was banned from the video app. So, Peppa Pig was too gangster. Just saying. Pinterest, The Big Bang Theory, reincarnation, Instagram, movies and television about time travel. I'm just telling you this to show you, look at all these things that they have banned, and all of these things, Snapchat, Twitter, video game consoles, they are all doing just fine. So like Facebook, Google, Martin Scorsese, I'm sure Martin Scorsese's doing okay. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I wanted to show you this, just because people worry that if China bans something, it could be the end of it. And no, clearly. Weird architecture. What? That is so weird. So, yeah, no, clearly things can do fine without China. So the ex-head of China's digital yuan effort says that CBDCs could operate on Ethereum. Central bank digital currencies will one day be more smart and not merely digital versions of cash, which he's right. So he's saying, why just make digital cash when you could incorporate smart contracts, which I believe they will. Now, he does say at the International Finance Forum 2021 Spring Conference in Beijing that the number of security incidents arising from smart contract vulnerabilities shows the technology still needs to mature. Further, there are concerns over the legal status of digital contracts, he said. So yes, of course, there are still, moves to be made and things to be. This whole market is running on speculation right now. But it is true that if they started, Ethereum's gas fees are too high. For that, I would just jump on Cardano. But what he's saying, I agree with. And that's from the ex-head of China's digital yuan effort. So then next in the banking news, some banks in the UK are blocking people from purchasing crypto. And I'm finding this to be a thing also here in Florida. I had someone tell me that Regions Bank told them straight up they're not allowing any crypto purchases. But so in the UK, Challenger Bank Starling has stopped its customers from sending deposits to cryptocurrency exchanges. According to a report from the Telegraph on Saturday, Starling confirmed that it has taken the temporary measure over concerns about high levels of suspected financial crime with such payment. Are you going to block people from using cash? Because people use that all the time for financial crimes. A spokesperson told the newspaper that the block would be reversed once additional checks had been put in place. So once they get more regulated, they will let them play. But people are playing without we're figuring it out. So that's just something going on and something to watch out for with your bank. Every time I purchase, I have to call the bank and tell them, yes, it's me. I want to do this. Please let it go through. So you just got to work harder for it now. They're just trying to make it harder. Then some of the FUD that's out right now, cryptocurrency poses a significant risk of tax evasion. What they really mean to say is there's a good chance that you could buy some crypto here and send it there and do this with it, and the IRS would never know, and they're not for that, because then they don't get their money. So, this is coming out a lot, and it's scaring people into selling, but all in all they can do is come in and tax it like everything else. Like, are you going to sell all your stocks because they're taxed? Like, I don't do stocks, but I'm just saying, the bad part is, though, that Biden is trying to raise the capital gains tax. That's the problem right now. So, but that's not going to stop me from investing. We'll figure that out later. The Danish central bank governor says that big tech, not cryptocurrency, is the real threat to central banks' autonomy, which is true. So through this article that is on Cointelegraph, what he's really saying is that the term currency is used a lot here with Bitcoin and things like that, and currency is a means of transaction. And right now, there's no stability and no guarantee about any of it, so you can't really use it as a means of transaction. Now, some coins are working on getting closer to that, but you will need to be more stable. But that's where the banks are getting scared. Let something come along and get stable and good and accepted everywhere. And, DeFi also is coming into this space, and they're getting nervous. He says right here, if tech giants get a hold of the means of transaction, then that could be the real threat to the autonomy and independence of central banks. Yes, because DeFi alone is like driverless banks. You can do smart contracts and get loans and all of that without anybody. So, yeah, so he's right. Big tech is the problem. Not the problem. It is the solution to the current problem. But they are worried themselves about it. Because then that brings us to the next thing. On the Daily Hodl, Cardano's Charles Hoskin says crypto primed to overtake entire financial market. Here's when. So I read through this, and he's completely correct that, of course, blockchain technology is bigger than everything, and it's going to continue to grow. So he says crypto is the industry that's the antidote to the excess corruption and nepotism that we found. This is an industry of frustration that has now been replaced by an industry of creativity and innovation. We're going to change the world. It's just that simple. We didn't ask permission. We came here and we're going to get it done together. And there's simply too many people now. The markets are simply too large. The innovation is simply too vast. It's going to happen. It's no longer a question of if, it's when and how will these dinosaurs find a way to survive in the new world order. Over the next 10 years, there's going to be more advancement in monetary policy from our industry than the last 100 years of central banks. And he's not wrong. It's totally true. So, I mean, I see really big things for Cardano, but he's saying crypto, period, primed to overtake a financial system. So, I mean, just get invested into the right things and you'll be able to ride this wave up with us. But definitely, that is going to happen. And that's why the SEC is scared right now and shaking in their boots and trying to sue everybody they can to make sure that everybody knows that they are in charge. You pay them the money. You know, the government, the taxes, all of that. So on the Cardano and altcoin note, we have Raoul Pal saying how they are going to massively outperform Ethereum, according to macro guru Raoul Pal. So he's just saying here, he says right here, in traditional markets, once an established trend takes place, you move out the risk curve. So from Bitcoin being like government bonds, you then go to Ethereum, which is like corporate bonds, and then you go to junk bonds, which is all of the other stuff, and then private sector lending. So I'm just moving out of the risk curve because the trend is established, and I know that in a bull market, ETH will outperform Bitcoin and alts will outperform ETH. He did an interview on Crypto Banter that I watched, and that's what this is from. So if you look that up, he's very articulate and smart. I like watching his interviews. But I totally believe that. Once they decouple, once altcoins decouple from Bitcoin and they don't have to ride the same waves together, I definitely think they will outperform. On some other news, cheap energy boosts crypto mining in Argentina. Who would have thunk it? Low electricity rates and the perennial crisis with inflation and foreign currency have made Argentina a hotspot for cryptocurrency mining. So their cheaper power is, allowing for more mining to happen there. Even after Bitcoin's price correction, the cost of electricity for anyone mining from their house is still a fraction of the total revenue generated. Nicholas Bourbon, who has mined cryptocurrencies from Buenos Aires, told Bloomberg. Argentina's low electricity rates are also attracting Bitcoin mining operations in the country. So, if things don't work out in China, Argentina's open. I don't know how the rest of the government works there and how beneficial it would be, but for cheap power, until Elon decides to build a power plant full of just solar panels for mining, this is another choice. Some quick news about PayPal. They plan to add crypto withdrawal feature. So if you don't know, on most exchanges, you can withdraw your coins and put them in a wallet or send them to somebody or use them as a payment for something. But on Robinhood and on PayPal, you couldn't. You can only buy and sell. Robinhood keeps saying they're going to get a wallet out, but I haven't seen any news about it. But here we go. PayPal saying they plan on adding a withdrawal feature, so they may beat Robinhood to the punch. And they realize that there's more value in crypto than just buying and selling or holding. You need to be able to move it around. I want to be able to transfer it and send it to people if I want, or put it on my wallet to keep it safe from hacks. But yeah, so that's good news that they're doing that. And then just for a last quick story, we'll run through this. Bitcoin mining operation discovered after police suspected a cannabis farm. So they got a warrant for drugs because of the amount of people going in and out of there at different times of the day and the amount of power being used at that location. But then come to find out, they say in here how Bitcoin mining is not illegal, but these people were stealing power. So that's illegal. So all of their equipment got seized and will probably remain seized. But come on. You're making Bitcoin. Pay your power bill. What are you doing? Just saying. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave it for today. Just wanted to give you a few tidbits of the new news for today. I will be posting more videos soon, trying to keep everybody up to date. So if you enjoyed this or learned anything new, please give it a thumbs up and a subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. But until then, do your research and make good investment decisions.